Hey, U.S. History. It was great seeing most of your faces today. Like I said, we're going to have an open book test. It will be active later today, and then you can take it Tuesday or you can take it Wednesday. You're choosing. It is open book. I would even recommend maybe going back to your old Chapter 16 quiz and looking at it. And you could toggle back and forth between two websites and use that to your advantage. So next up is progressivism. And so when we hear in the news today, we hear a lot of talk about progressives, the left, and how they want social reform, democratic reform, and sometimes even socialism. And so we see some similar parallels in the 1900s, early 1900s to 1920. So our chapter starts off in chapter 18 with the assassination of William Mckinley. He's reaching out his hand to shake hands with a well-wisher, but the well-wisher has a bandage hand who ends up having a gun hidden in that bandage and shoots the president, and he dies 8 days later due to infection and them not being able to find the bullet. So his vice president, Theodore Roosevelt, becomes president of the United States. And while they were of the same party, they couldn't be more different. McKinley was a calm person, laid back, kind gentleman, and Theodore Roosevelt was more of a rough rider and more of an activist and those types of things. So your book looks carefully at some of the agenda for progressives, and it lays out a desire for more democracy. It lays out a desire for more government efficiency and social programs, and also government intervention. And when you hear government intervention, think maybe in modern times like our welfare. The government can do better than people can do for themselves. And so unfortunately, that can get pretty expensive. And so you do see some elements of liberalism that we hear in the news today in 2020, just 100 years later. There are some new amendments that we also see in the progressive movement. The 16th Amendment gives us our federal income tax. The 17th Amendment gives us a direct election of our senators. And the 18th deals with prohibition, banning the manufacture, sale, transport of alcoholic beverages. And then the 19th Amendment during this time deals with the progressive movement with women's suffraging. And so that will be a movement that kind of caps off some of their agenda. So I'm going to give you an assignment, a reading assignment with questions, just like I normally do. Since I'm giving you 2 days to take the test, I'm also going to give you 2 days. Excuse me. I'm also going to give you 2 days to take care of this assignment. So you can do the test on Tuesday and the assignment on Wednesday. You can do the assignment on Tuesday and the test on Wednesday. But over the next 2 days, you'll have an assignment and a test. Now, I will give you a daily question both of those days. My purpose for daily questions has been review or kind of a preview. Initially, it was set up to take attendance to see who was with me. But I think the state is not requiring us to keep attendance. And so I think we've even received an email that we don't have to be over careful about making sure that we see everybody every day. But I do need to see from a few of you that were not at our Zoom yesterday, and we talked about some other assignments that'll be forthcoming. And I will have written explanations of those as well now that I have everyone's email. So y'all have a great day, great couple of days. I probably won't do a video for both. This will be for Tuesday and for Wednesday. And I really enjoyed seeing your smiling faces. And I hope this time passes quickly for all of us.